far away from any star or planet. Deep in the cold silence of space, a small ship floated alone. The ship was old and damaged. Its engines were weak, and its lights flickered in the darkness. Inside the ship, the crew felt fear and sadness. They were lost, completely lost in the endless black of space. The ship belonged to an alien race called the Zephyr. The Zephyr were explorers, traveling through space to find new places to live. But this time, something went terribly wrong. Their ship was hit by a strange storm of cosmic dust. The storm damaged their engines and broke many systems. Now the Zephyr drifted aimlessly with no power to move or send a clear message. Captain Rylus, the leader of the Zephyr crew, sat in the control room. His eyes were tired but alert. He looked at the star map, but there was no sign of any nearby planet or friendly ship. They were far from home, far from help. "Commander, we have no fuel left. Our life support will last only 2 more days," Rylus said with a quiet voice. The crew listened carefully. The ship's atmosphere was thin, and every breath was precious. The young officer Lyra moved to her station and checked the communication console. "Captain, I'm trying to send a distress signal, but the storm damaged our transmitter. It's weak and unstable," she said. Rylus nodded. "Keep trying, Lyra. Someone somewhere might hear us." Hours passed. The ship floated silently, surrounded by empty darkness. The crew grew tired and worried. They thought about their homes, their families, and whether they would ever see them again. Suddenly, a soft beep came from the communication console. Lyra's eyes widened. "Captain, I'm getting a signal, a faint signal from nearby." Everyone froze. Could it be help, or something worse? The signal was different from anything they had seen before. It was strong and steady, but the language was strange. The code was unlike any known system in the galaxy. Rylus moved closer. "Show me." Lyra showed a small screen with moving lines and symbols. "It's coming from a ship. The signal repeats every few seconds. Someone is trying to contact us." "Prepare the ship for possible contact," Rylus ordered. "We don't know who or what is out there." The crew gathered near the communication room. Outside the windows, the stars were bright, but still, no sign of the mysterious ship. Minutes felt like hours as they waited. Then the ship's radar showed a small dot moving closer, slowly, but surely. "It's a human ship," Lyra said with surprise. Humans were a species from a distant system, known in some parts of the galaxy for their courage and strange technology. The Zephyr had heard stories about humans. Some said humans were fearless warriors, while others said they were strange and unpredictable. No one had ever met a human ship this far out in deep space. Rylus stood tall. "We may be saved. Prepare to receive them." The signal from the human ship continued to repeat a simple message. "Are you alive? We are here to help." Hope grew in the hearts of the Zephyr crew, but the darkness of space was still cold and silent. They did not know if the humans were friend or enemy. "Stay alert," Rylus warned. "We cannot trust easily in this place." The ship's lights flickered again. The rescue might come soon, or the darkness might take them forever. The small dot on the radar grew larger, moving steadily through the vast emptiness. The alien crew watched in silence, their hearts pounding with a mix of hope and fear. The human ship was getting closer. Its shape was unfamiliar but powerful, shining like a silver bird cutting through the stars. Inside the human ship, a crew of humans was busy preparing for the unknown. They had picked up the faint distress signal from the Zephyr ship and decided to respond immediately. The humans had a rule. Whenever someone was in trouble in space, they helped. No questions asked. Captain Maya, the leader of the human ship, looked at the screen. "They are out there, lost and scared," she said softly. "We can't leave them alone." The crew nodded. Their ship was built for rescue and protection. It was strong, fast, and ready to face anything. But the deep darkness of space was full of dangers that even the best ship might not expect. Back on the Zephyr ship, The aliens prepared for the arrival of the humans. They checked their own systems, fixing what little they could. The hope of rescue made their tired eyes shine again. Suddenly, the communication console beeped loudly. A calm, clear voice came through the static. It was human, speaking in a slow, simple way. "This is the ship Horizon. We see you. Are you safe? Can we help?" The alien captain's heart jumped. "We are alive," he replied carefully, "but our ship is damaged. We are lost in deep space." The humans responded quickly. "We are coming closer to help. Please stay calm." Minutes passed like hours. The silence was heavy, but the small voice from the humans kept coming back again and again. It was a lifeline. Then the human ship stopped near the Zephyr ship. The aliens looked out their windows, amazed by the size and beauty of the human vessel. It was larger than their own ship and looked strong and new. A small rescue shuttle moved slowly from the human ship toward them. The aliens held their breath as the shuttle approached. Inside the shuttle, the human pilot smiled. "We are here to help. Let's get you aboard." The aliens climbed into the shuttle one by one. Their fear began to melt away as they saw the kindness in the humans' eyes. But the deep silence of space was not broken so easily. Just as the last alien stepped aboard, an alarm sounded on the human ship. The crew rushed to their stations. Something was coming, something big. The captain's voice was calm but firm. "Prepare for a possible encounter. We don't know what's out here, but we won't leave anyone behind." The aliens watched as the human crew worked together, checking sensors and weapons. They realized the humans were ready for anything, not just to save strangers, but to protect them too. The unknown presence grew closer. The stars outside the windows seemed to shift, and a shadow moved near the edge of their sensors. The human captain stood tall. "We face the darkness together. No one is alone." The aliens felt a new strength inside them. Maybe the humans were more than just rescuers. Maybe they were something different, something powerful and brave. The ship moved forward, ready to face whatever was coming in the cold, deep space. Will the humans and aliens survive the coming threat? What is hiding in the darkness beyond the stars? The next part will reveal more. The rescue shuttle gently docked with the human ship, and the aliens stepped inside, still feeling a mix of relief and curiosity. The air inside the human ship was warm and filled with quiet hums of machines working smoothly. The walls glowed softly with light, giving the place a calm and hopeful feeling. Captain Rylus looked around in awe. Everything was so different from their own ship, brighter, bigger, and clearly very well maintained. The humans moved with purpose, but also kindness. They spoke calmly, using simple words that made communication easier. One human, a young officer named Sam, approached with a friendly smile. "Welcome aboard," he said. "We heard your distress call and came as fast as we could." Rylus nodded, grateful. "Thank you. We were lost, drifting without power. Your arrival was unexpected." The human captain, Maya, joined the group. "Helping others is what we do," she said simply, "no matter who they are or where they come from." The aliens felt warmth in her words. They had heard stories of humans being fierce and strange, but here, they saw something different: care and courage. As the crews exchanged stories, the humans learned about the Zephyr's journey and their bad luck in the cosmic storm. The Zephyr shared their hopes of finding a new home, far from the dangers that had trapped them. But just as the mood began to lift, the ship's sensors picked up something unusual. A strange signal echoed through space, different from anything the humans or aliens had encountered before. The crew gathered quickly. "What is that?" asked Lyra, the Zephyr officer, her voice tense. Captain Maya studied the screen. "It's a signal, but not from any known source. It's large and it's moving closer." The humans and aliens exchanged worried looks. The vast quiet of space had been broken by something unknown, something that might change everything. Maya's voice was steady. "We must prepare. Whatever is coming, we will face it together." The aliens nodded, feeling a mix of fear and hope. The humans were no longer just rescuers, they were allies. Outside the windows, the stars glimmered, but the unknown signal grew stronger, pulsing with energy. The ship moved forward, ready to meet the new challenge. The strange signal continued to pulse through the ship's sensors, growing stronger by the minute. The humans and the Zephyr stood together in the command room, eyes fixed on the glowing screen. No one spoke at first. The silence was heavy, filled with questions and unease. Captain Maya took a deep breath. This signal, it's not from any ship or station we know. It feels alive, almost like a warning. The crew worked quickly, scanning the space around them for any signs. The sensors showed a large, shimmering shape moving slowly toward them, a shape unlike anything they had seen before. It was enormous, with lights flickering across its surface like stars caught in a net. The aliens whispered among themselves. Could it be a living creature? One asked. No, said Lyra quietly. It feels different. The humans prepared their ship. Systems hummed to life, shields glowing faintly as the crew stood ready. There was no fear, only determination. The humans had faced the unknown many times, and they would not turn away now. Captain Maya's voice was calm but strong. Whatever this is, we face it together. Trust in each other. The Zephyr captain nodded. We owe you our lives. We will stand with you. As the mysterious shape drew closer, the ship's lights flickered, and a low hum filled the air. The unknown presence seemed to surround them, touching every part of the ship like a silent whisper. Then, the strange signal shifted. It changed from a warning to a question, as if it was trying to communicate. On the screen, shapes formed, symbols that looked like a puzzle waiting to be solved. The humans and aliens bent over the consoles, working side by side. Slowly, they began to understand the message. It was a call for help from a lost group trapped in the farthest reaches of space. Hope sparked again. There were others out there who needed rescue. Captain Maya smiled. We are not alone in this. Our journey is just beginning. The ship changed course, following the signal deeper into the unknown. What lies ahead for the humans and Zephyr? Who is sending the call for help? The story is far from over. The ship moved deeper into the unknown, following the faint call for help that echoed through space. Everyone on board felt the weight of the moment, hope mixed with uncertainty. The stars outside seemed colder and farther apart, and the vast silence pressed in on the crew. Captain Maya stood at the front of the command room, her eyes fixed on the screen. We don't know what we will find, she said softly, but we have a duty to those in need. The Zephyr crew gathered beside the humans, their faces showing the same mix of hope and worry. They had never traveled this far before. For them, the humans were not just strangers. They were their only chance. Sensors picked up strange energy readings ahead. The ship slowed, moving cautiously. The signal grew clearer, but also more complex, like a puzzle wrapped in mystery. Suddenly, the ship's lights flickered. A soft vibration hummed through the walls. The ship's computer announced a nearby structure, large, floating in space, covered in dust and strange markings. It looks like a station, Lyra said, her voice full of wonder. But it's unlike any station we've seen. The crew prepared to dock. The station was old but still powerful. Its walls held secrets of long-forgotten travelers and stories lost in time. As the airlock opened, the team stepped inside. The station was quiet, almost empty, but signs of life remained. Flickering lights, distant sounds, and strange machines still running. Suddenly, a soft voice echoed through the halls. It was faint but clear, a call for help coming from deep inside. The crew moved carefully, following the sound. The feeling of loneliness hung thick in the air, but there was also hope. Someone somewhere was waiting for them. Then, through a window, they saw a small group of beings trapped in a room with failing life support. Their eyes were tired but filled with relief. Captain Maya's voice broke the silence. We found them. We will bring them home. The team worked quickly, repairing the station's systems and preparing to bring the lost travelers aboard the ship. The Zephyr looked at the humans with respect. "You are truly brave," Rylus said quietly. "You save lives without hesitation," Maya smiled. "It's what we do. We help anyone in need, no matter where they come from." As the rescue completed, the crew prepared to leave the station behind. But the signal they followed was only the beginning. More mysteries waited in the deep dark of space. The ship was filled with quiet energy as the rescued beings settled aboard. Faces once marked by fear now showed signs of hope and relief. The humans and Zephyr worked side by side, sharing stories and learning from each other, creating bonds that crossed the stars. Captain Maya stood in the command room, looking out into the endless expanse of space. "This is only the beginning," she said softly. "Out here in the darkness there is much more to discover, and much more to protect." The rescued beings explained that they came from a distant region of space, far beyond known maps. They had sent the call for help after their own ship was caught in a strange field, disabling their systems. Alone and scared, they waited for a sign that someone would come. As the crew listened, a new signal appeared on the sensors. Faint, but urgent. It pulsed with a steady rhythm, unlike anything before. This was no random message. It was a call, for aid but also a challenge. Captain Rylus stepped forward, his voice calm but firm. "We have a choice now. We can return to safety, or we can follow this new call and face whatever lies ahead." Maya nodded. "We don't turn away from those in need. We stand together, no matter what." The ship changed course once again, heading toward the unknown. The stars outside seemed brighter now, filled with new purpose. Inside, the crew prepared for whatever awaited them, ready to face mysteries, meet new friends, and protect those who could not protect themselves. Feeling of unity filled the ship. The humans and Zephyr were no longer strangers, but a team bound by hope and courage. As they moved forward, the silence of space was broken by a new sound, a signal of life, friendship, and endless adventure. What awaits the crew beyond the stars? How will their journey shape the future? The story ends here, for now.